my experience, I've been in there. I don't even know that it was domestic violence, and it didn't just start in Ireland. I'll first of all introduce myself. I'm Antonia Beckley Idowu, and I have two lovely kids. And I came from UK 2012 to Ireland. Now, you might not believe what Fiona has been saying or Deborah, but everything they've said today is all about me. And Fiona can't even recognize me anymore. Yeah, and I always say to myself that, you say, people see me around with a crazy color, going around, looking funky. Well, I have problems, but I don't wear them. I love my husband so very much, and I so much believe in him. It's his territory. European is his territory. Africa is my territory, because Igor is an Austrian citizen before we got married. And moving to UK, it was lovely at first and everything, but I didn't know about domestic violence. My ignorance, anyway. So he kept moving me around. He doesn't want a friend around me. He didn't do my papers. We're married. I've been there, and he kept traveling. And if you've lived in UK, it's different here and UK. In UK, if you're a citizen, being a man, being a woman, you get a benefit. Doesn't care, but Ireland, even though you're not a citizen, they will still give you the child benefit. It's different in UK. It was taking all the children's benefits. I don't have access to anything. I'm nobody. I have my sister there. My sister can't help me. Nobody can help me. So if I make a move, it will know where I'm going, and it makes me believe that I have a problem. Like Deborah was saying earlier, financial, economic, and emotional abuse, that's me. Even psychological abuse. To the point that I was like, what is going on? I've gone to the point in UK that I almost poisoned myself. And I was like, I look at myself in the mirror again, I say, you're beautiful. Don't do this to yourself. I have lovely children, but it's getting me pregnant to just get benefit on the children. It's not that he loves children. It's not that. And I've never heard him say, I love you. After the marriage, we did court wedding in Nigeria, but he will not say, oh, you look beautiful, I love you. Everything is so ugly. So I told myself I love myself. And to the point I had to go for therapy in the UK. And when he knows that I know what I'm doing, he started withdrawing, making me feel bad. If you go out, they will deport you. If you do this, they will deport you. If you do that, they will deport you. I said, okay, you know what? When I had my second child, I said, that deportation, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
Yeah.
So I went to law center. He went to work. So I went to law center in Manchester, and I took my baby and the other girl, and I put the baby on my chest, and I said, you know what? I'm illegal in this country. I want deportation. And they were like, she's going crazy. So all my peers, my raised African that they don't have people, they say she's going crazy. She wants deportation. I said, well, okay, go. I said, I can't go because I don't have the money to go back to Africa. My mother is there. I'm okay in Nigeria. I was working with oil company, ExxonMobil. I was doing well. And I was like, I'm going back. I'm a graduate. I have to go back. And they were like, they took my baby from me. And they were like, okay, how did you get into this country? I started telling them the story. Actually, my husband didn't bring me to UK. I came to my place of work for visiting. And he said, don't bother going back. I'm going to do your paper. And he came from Vienna, and he said, you know what, stay here, I'll do your paper, everything will be lovely. Then I believed him. I stayed, and I told them all the story, the truth, nothing but the truth. Where is your passport? I don't know where my passport is. I'm illegal immigrant here. And they said, okay, they start jotting down everything, and they send it to the Home Office. I told them the truth. Within 2 weeks, they sent my N9 number. And they were like, you're married legally, everything. Have you committed any crime? No. Have you worked on your name? No. Have you done anything? No. I'm just a slave. I'm nobody. So they gave me 2 weeks. Immediately, I got my N9. They started putting the things in the right way, Mr. and Mrs. with the benefit and things like that. Well, it kept going on. Then the next thing, they will take the money because the money goes into his account. I don't have account because I don't have a paper to open an account. So everything goes into his account. So I stay. I said I was looking. Then I didn't say anything. They would travel. They would take women, go everywhere in the whole places. I would be the slave, a faithful housewife, doing everything. Then one day, I said, where are you coming from? He didn't answer me. I opened the drawer. I wanted to take a knife to stab him, and he called the police on me. 8 police were there. He said, I took a knife. I want to stab him. And he said, I'm crazy. I'm going mad. Blah, 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 blah. That he's irresponsible. Okay. Then the next thing he said, oh, she's a bloody Nigerian. She's illegal in this country. I'm the EU. I'm the European citizen. I said, okay, no problem. I started packing all my bags. I said, I'm going home. Tell the Home Office I don't want any paper anymore. I packed my things. I was packing my things. The police, 8 police were there. They said, madam, take it easy. I said, no, I'm going home. And they said, something is going on here. And one of them called me and said, what's going on? I said, look, he's taking this, he's taking that, he's not taking care of the children, he's not taking care of me, blah, blah, blah. If this is marriage, I don't want it anymore. I'm going back to Nigeria. I have my mother. I don't care about European. I don't even want anything again. I just want to be happy with myself. So they said, okay, what is going on? Blah, blah, blah. They ask him, what is going on? Who's taking benefit? And I would tell everyone, whatever you're doing with your children, if you've got one, keep doing it and keep loving yourself. Yeah, that saves me, and it has been saving me. So, and they ask him one question. You say your wife is mad. What is the name of your GP? He doesn't know. When next is your son or daughter's appointment? He doesn't know. Who takes the children to this? No. He can't even do damper. So he can't do anything. So that alone, and you say your wife is crazy, and she's doing all this thing. Who drive the Jaguar you parked outside? I'm the one. Your wife can't drive a car. I was doing Avon then because I don't have a paper to work. So I was doing door-to-door business. So I was doing something. I keep doing something. So they said, how does your wife does this business and that business? Oh, it's the pusher. Packed everything, the pusher. She does everything. I said, and you say she's crazy. So because of that, they just asked him to sign some social services paper that he's actually abusing me. I didn't go and report myself. I didn't say anything, but I keep doing what I'm doing. So with that, he moved because he has a criminal record of that. So he moved away from UK, came to Ireland in 2011. Getting to Ireland, I don't know how he find himself or whatever. He didn't even tell me he was coming here. He stopped paying maintenance. I couldn't pay maintenance at the UK. And the bad part of it is I had my 2 children in the UK. They asked him to come and take British passport for them because under the EU law, if you've been working and have children in the UK for 5 years, you can apply for British for your child. But instead, he gave them Austrian passports. so that I can have my papers. So I was like, okay, no problem. He came down here, oh, start paying maintenance. Oh, I can pay it. And the UK said, look, you have to look for the father of the children unless you're out. I called his parents and they said, okay, he can't be sending euro to Ham. You have to move down here. Part 2 started over here. Getting here and everything, he was using me to get tax credit. I don't know how it works. So he's the only one working. I tried to get a job. I was working in TK Maxx. He would bring my children to work to come and disturb me. Shower, come home, start searching everywhere. What's going on, mister? He said he's suspecting something. I don't have, Deborah was saying about social media. Look, I don't have a phone that have a social media. I don't have any friends. My children are my friend. I concentrate on my life. If I see anybody on the street, I talk to them and just go. I'm happy with myself. So it keep going on and keep going on to the point that I said, no, I have to start the good things myself. Got some information. I can't have a friend because I don't even trust anyone around me. Any friends that stay with me, it go behind. I make friends with them. So I'm the bad one, but if I react, it will show that I'm the bad one. The only person I do confide in is my GP, Dr. Doran. Very lovely doctor. He will ask me, Antonia, why are you falling sick? I said, I'm not happy. Different sicknesses was coming up. If you're looking at me this way, I was bleeding every day for good 4 years because I was emotionally abused. But I told myself, you have to get up there. I've never heard a man calling a police on the wife. They will tell them she's crazy. And I will see that across my leg. And they'll say, but she looks good. She doesn't look crazy. And she started using the children. Oh, she would report me. I hit my child. Sometimes when my daughter is crying for no reason, they will be recording my daughter. What did mommy do to you? This one, that one, that one. I say, my daughter would say, I want mommy to help me with this. Mommy did not help me. Some silly things. I keep going on. I can't be bothered. When I go here, he went to apply for child benefit. He thought it's the same as UK. He didn't put my name there. He said, I'm a bloody Nigerian. Okay, fair enough. I'm a bloody Nigerian. No problem. Then he went back, they sent him back. They said, go and bring your wife. We don't give it to men. So he came back home. He doesn't know what to say. He was begging me. I delayed the child benefit for good 6 months. I said, I'm a bloody Nigerian. I'm not going anywhere. He said, then I'm not giving you feeding money. I said, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. Let's see. I stood on my ground. Actually, I wasn't comfortable. But I was using that, my power that, let me see what's going to happen. I know nobody, I don't know where to go. And I said, then don't do that. And he would call Gaddy, he said, oh, I can cook for the children and everything. I said, where do you expect me to get the money from? Where do you expect me to get the money from? You owns everything. You have the power. So you are the husband. Fine. I'm not going to do anything if you don't drop any money. So it kept going on like that. Then afterward, I did the same thing. He asked me to do so many things. I did them. To the point that we said, go, even in UK, go to government, tell them we're separated. We're not together. They'll give you a house, then he will sneak in. Then you know what? I did it. But when he's packing his thing into the house, I locked him out. I said, the end of the marriage. Then he was like, oh, I brought her here. Blah, 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 blah. People are doing. I said, that's people. That's not me. The day you said I should go and do this, that's the end. So everything was ugly. And he came here again, he said, I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Because you push me to do something, and you'll be free out there with another woman. I won't be able to talk, because one thing about abuser is they will push you to do something. So they have the secret with them, and they will use it against you. So he has tried that with me several times. But I use my number 6 because I always tell myself, he's the one that has a problem. It's not me. But they make you feel you have a problem. You are the bad one. And when it kept going on, I said, enough is enough, because my children, my daughter is already growing. I don't want my daughter to see that. Even though I'm in pain, I still feel happy with my children. I take them out. Sometimes I go away, we say, oh, my status is attached. Without me, you can't do anything. Fine. I can't do anything without you, but I'll show you I will do something. At first, anytime he goes to work, me too, I leave the house. I started doing my own research. I look for a lawyer, a family lawyer, Ellen. Very nice lady. I told her all my story. I poured everything out. I said, you know what we're going to do? First of all, we're going to do protection order against him. We're living together, but I still did protection order. He can't talk to me anyhow. He can't yell at me. If I said I don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like cooking. He can't force me. If I have to go anywhere holiday with him, because my status is attached to him, anytime we're going out, we're going together with the children. So if I'm going anywhere, I take my protection order with me. If he try any nonsense with me, I call any police and say, I have protection order against this man. He's my husband, fine. But me doing that, me helping myself, I'm actually helping him too. Because he has a problem, but he doesn't know he has the problem. So I don't want to fall into the same problem as him. I don't want to be a victim. So I keep doing all I could. I went to Fiona. I left the house. I went to Fiona. Fiona, to the point that she was looking for a place for me in Mali. To change my daughter's school, to change the environment, to change everything, to start all over again with myself and work on myself. So I keep doing that then. But at the end of the day, I changed everything. I said, no, I'm not going to run away. I'm going to stay. And this man will still see that I'm still standing. So I did that. And he kept doing it. And Deborah mentioned a refuge. Colleen. I've been there. I've been there. I rang. I told them, where is the nearest refuge? I want to leave the house. He went to work. Before he came back, he didn't find us, and they notified the police that if he's looking for us, this is where we are. Funny enough, he didn't look for us. For 1 week, he was going to club. He didn't look for us. Until I rang my mom, and I rang the pastor of the church I was going, because they keep asking me, don't you go to church? I said, I do. So, but the pastor didn't even show up. So I told myself, this is my battle. So I was there with my children. At first they said, Antonia, if you don't take your children to school, there's no problem. I said, no, my children will go to school. And my children were schooling in Karitui. I was in city there. And every morning I wake up as early as 5:30 a.m. I prepare my children meal. I do everything. I take them to school. I take a taxi from that place to train station. And I always take them there. And instead of him to leave the house, at first they said, oh, he should leave the house for us. Then we can move to the house. I said, no, I don't want that. I don't want anybody to threaten him. I don't want anything that comes from him again. If he wants us to get a house, then he should come and get us over there and apologize and be open about everything. But if he doesn't do that, or get us a new place that he can pay for it, and that's exactly what he did. I said, look, I'm not going to live in that house anymore. The house is beautiful. It's lovely. It's a beautiful place. They always get to a nice place, as if they've tried. But where I'm living now, I have peace. Even though it's not as beautiful as where he rented, there's no peace for one day. So there's no point. When there's no peace, the police comes, the ambulance comes into the house. It doesn't beat me, don't get me wrong, but it's emotional abuse. So it's the worst. It's the worst. So I'm even amazed the way I am. I'm sure Fiona, nobody knows that. Nobody will see me outside and say she has gone through this. To cut the long story short, he left here again. He went back to the UK. He said, look, if you don't go with me, they will deport you in Ireland. I said, well, they will deport me. I want that deportation. I've been wanting deportation. As long as my children birth certificates say British, they have Austrian passports, and they are living in Ireland schooling, let them deport me. When they grow up, they will come and take their rightful belongs. I don't care. I want deportation. They will deport me, blah, 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 blah. I didn't say anything. Then I started finding my information. I got to know that I can do retention. Detach myself, my status from him, to get my citizenship here in my own rights. Exactly what I did. Some people will think, oh, they will deport me, they will do this. And especially when you have a secret with them. I've seen a lady like me in that same refuge. She was going through pain, but every time she runs, she cries. She said, oh, she's going to report me for this. That means that you've taken something from the government that you don't want them to know. It's better to open up so that they will help you. Because as for me, when I was in the refuge, he said, go and tell them I don't give you money. You will see, how are you getting money for this, for this, for that? I won't lie to you. I'm being honest here. I left UK. I reactivated. He asked me to reactivate the child benefit and the tax credit that I'm in the UK. And I was taking the money from the UK, and I'm here. So I said, okay, that's what you want to use to hold against me. Yes, exactly. I went in there. I said, look, I've been stealing. They said, what are you stealing? I said, I'm stealing from the UK. What do you steal? I've been taking child benefit. And immediately they picked the call. They rang UK. There's a lady here, left UK, and she's been taking child benefit. And were you giving her anything here? They said no, because she doesn't qualify. The husband is doing full-time job, blah, blah, blah. But she's taking it because the husband wasn't giving her money. And they said, yeah, she's doing the right thing. Since you are not taking one, she's not taking any money yet. Does she have a car? She has nothing. They said, yeah. Then when the husband comes, the husband has to pay the money back. You know, so, and I was crying, and they were like, Antonia, that's okay. And people in the refuge were like, if I were you, I would do more than that too. I mean, you're saving your children. And they asked me to bring the receipt of everything I've been doing for my children. And I took all those receipts, the books, the everything I've been buying with that money. I have all the receipts, and they asked him to bring his account, nothing to show that he's doing for the children. So that's my story. So I've been there, they've all said everything, and I mean that. But today, I've gotten my Irish citizen. We are him. So how I go about it, he didn't even know. He's always like, they will deport you. They will deport you. Till I detach myself, he didn't even know. Without me, they won't give you. You better come back to UK. Without me, they won't give you. But this is where I am today. So I won't say more than that. So they are